So once you get your Pixel all set up and ready to rock and roll, what do you do with it? How does it help you? Well, the one of the biggest ways that your Facebook Pixel can help you is by being able to track your results once you start running any ads through Facebook or Instagram. It's really important that you're able to track how successful a campaign is so that you can know if you're getting a return on that investment that you're putting in there. One of the most frustrating things that you can do is to be putting money into an ad campaign and not know if it's actually working or if the inquiries or customers that you're getting are actually coming from the efforts and the money that you're putting into a Facebook or Instagram ad campaign. So, how does this work? Well, once you have your pixel set up, you can create custom conversions, which is just essentially an event that you create that you say, hey, when someone visits this page, I want you to count this as a conversion. I want you to count this as an inquiry. I want you to count this as a sale. And it's really easy to set up. But once you set it up, it allows you to see the results that you have. So, Facebook is always going to be tracking link clicks. That's not something that you need the Pixel for. But anything beyond that, the Pixel is going to really help be able to track what happens after they click. So if you're running an ad campaign to a blog post, for example, and you're a photographer, it's a really good idea for you to be able to track still if someone is doing anything after that. Are they ever inquiring with you? Do they opt into your newsletter list? There's so many things that we could track. And so what's cool about that is once you set up your campaign and you use the objective, because when you're setting up an ad campaign, it allows you to choose an objective if it's you just want to like get link clicks to a blog post, for example. Or you can, say, hey, I want them to inquire with me, or I want them to, take some action after they click, and that's, called a conversion campaign. So, what we do here is when we look at our results in our Facebook Ads Manager, and you can customize these columns by just clicking on this columns here and clicking customize columns, and you can have all kinds of reports done here automatically, which is so helpful. But when you hover over this results, it's going to show you all the conversions that happen, all the custom conversions that you have set up. So, for example, for this campaign, it's going to tell me all the things that they did after they took that initial action, after they clicked on those links, which is super helpful. So how you set this up and is simply by going to your ads manager. And then if you click this hamburger icon up here and you go to your events manager, and under that, you can click on custom conversions. Now, to create a custom conversion, it's super simple. It's always, or I should say, it's almost always easiest to use a URL based conversion event. So basically, you're telling Facebook, hey, anyone who visits this specific website or a website that contains this little snippet, maybe it's thank you for inquiring, or whatever it is, I want you to take anyone who visits that site and count that as a conversion. So we're going to say the website event is going to be all URL traffic, and it's going to say the URL contains thank-you/inquiry. And if that's the true URL, then that's easiest. Now, I personally like to use the contains as opposed to the exact URL because it's just a little bit less user error, I think. And it also, for some people who run HTTPS or secure websites versus, just normal HTTP websites, those little things are taken into account. One thing to take into account too is if you just do the contains, I believe it is case sensitive. So you just want to make sure that you're paying attention to that. So after that, you just name your conversion, you select your category, complete registration. Maybe it's a lead if it's an inquiry, or if you're selling, something online, then a purchase there. And then you can, put that value there. I don't find that to be super valuable if it's just a lead, but if it's a purchase and it's something that is always going to be the same amount, then you can enter that there, and Facebook will tell you, hey, you are being, profitable by this much, or it's going to tell you what your ROI is on the ad spend that you're putting into Facebook, how much money you're spending on your Facebook and Instagram ads. So once you do that, it's as easy as that. And you click create, and it allows you then to optimize your campaigns based on what you tell Facebook your objective is on those things. And as you use Facebook's guided ad creation system, it'll walk you through and ask you what your objective is. You can select a custom conversion for that. And when you do that, it's going to start optimizing for that. It's going to track those results and it's going to allow you to see how your ads are actually working. So that's just one way that you can use the Facebook pixel to really make your ads that much more powerful, to really take advantage of everything that Facebook has to offer when you're running Facebook and Instagram ads.